Hey there. So this is the first session for quant preparation. So we'll start with the first chapter, that is simple equations. Okay, so simple equations is an important topic. Like you cannot expect too many of direct questions from this topic, but this topic has importance in other chapters. Like the concepts you learn in this chapter will be applicable in other chapters also. So to learn about simple equations, we won't be doing like first I'll teach you the theory and then we'll move on to the questions. We'll see the questions, then I'll tell you the concept, and then we'll proceed like this. So in this session I have taken around 15 questions. So if you know the solution, like, so maybe you are aware of the concept, so you can go forward. This will also save some time. So let's begin. So here's our first question. So the question says, the cost of 3 books and 5 pens is 140, while the cost of 4 books and 7 pens is 190. Find the cost of 2 books and 3 pens. Now, for this, we need to know about equations. So, there are two types of variables. First are the independent ones, and second, that are dependent ones. Okay, so here you can see that the cost of 3 books plus 5 pens is 140. What are B and P here? B is the cost of one book and P is the cost of one pen. So I say, like, if one book costs 10 rupees, and what will the cost of 5 books? You can simply say that cost will be 50. Okay, so this 10, this is an independent variable. This doesn't depend on anything. So here this B is an independent variable. Similarly, the cost of one pen, it's also an independent variable. But this total cost, this depends on the number of pens and the number of books. So this total cost, here I have taken it as a constant, but suppose I say X books and Y pens. The cost of X books will be X into B, cost of Y pens will be Y into B, and this will turn to total cost. So this total cost, this will be a dependent variable. Okay, so now generally for solving simple equations, always remember the variables X and Y. They're easier to they'll make the equation quite easier. So here we are given that the cost of 3 books, so X is cost of a book and Y is cost of a pen. So we have said that the cost of 3 books and 5 pens is 140, and the cost of 4 books and 7 pens is 190. And what we have to find? Cost of 2 books and 3 pens. This is unknown. So for finding this, you need to know the value of X and Y. Now you have got two equations. So now to solve these, we have to find X and Y from the first equation. Since there are two variables in this equation, so you cannot determine any of the variable uniquely. So to help us out, there is another equation. So using these two equations, we have to find the values of X and Y. So for that, we need to get rid of one variable first and then calculate the other variable. So for that, suppose I have to eliminate X. What will I do? I'll multiply this first equation by 4. I'll tell you why. So you get 12x plus 20y equal to 560. Now if I want to eliminate x, so what will I multiply the second equation with? I'll multiply it by 3. So I get 12x plus 21y equal to 19 3s of 57, 57. So if you have to find by which factor we should multiply our equations, then just take the number which will result in the LCM of these two numbers. So here this is 3 and this is 4, so the LCM of 3 and 4 will be 12. So we have to multiply the first equation by 4 and second equation by 3 so as to get rid of the variable x. So here we have our two equations now. So if I now subtract the first equation from the second one till I get this 12x will get amount of 21y minus 20y will be y only. This will lead to 10. Okay, so you have the cost of y is 10 and y was the cost of a pen. Now if I want to find the cost of a book, then I can substitute this value in any of the equations and I'll get my answer. So suppose I put y in first equation, so 3x plus 5y, y is 10, so 50 equal to 140, so x is 30. 50 goes here, so 140 minus 50 is 90, 90 by 3 is 30, x is 30, y is 10. So this is what we have to find. We have to find the cost of 2 books and 3 pennies. So 2 books means the cost of 2 books is 60 plus cost of 3 pen will be 30, so answer will be 90. So that's the final answer. Now you have to keep two things in mind. For your preparation for any competitive exam, you need two things: speed plus accuracy. Okay, so like you consider there are 34 questions and we have to complete that in an hour. So there arise two scenarios. So first scenario is your accuracy is super good, so you are getting around 10 questions right, and suppose you do it with 80% accuracy, so 8 are right, so you get 24 marks. But are you happy with this attempt? I hope not, because if you are aiming for higher percentile, I don't think this will serve you any good. So here what you lack speed. And similarly, if you are good with the speed, suppose I won't say good, so if suppose you attempt 25 questions but get 15 wrong, so your correct will be 10 only, 30 and minus there will be negative marking also. This is also not good. So you need to balance speed and accuracy. So using the basic concepts, you need to know the basic concepts first, then you have to move towards the speed. So to improve the speed, what do you do? To improve the speed, try solving a problem with more than one approaches. Even if you have solved a question, try to think of a faster approach. So suppose we take up this question only. So now you have two equations: 3x plus 5y equal to 140, 4x plus 7y equal to 190. Now you need to find 2x plus 3y. So you could have done, like, if I multiply this first equation by 2, what will I get? 6x plus 10y equal to 280. And you have the second equation as 4x plus 7y equal to 190. Now if I subtract, what will I get? I'll get 2x plus 3y equal to 90. And we have to find this 2x plus 3y, so my answer will be 90. So this is a much faster approach, and you could have done this mentally also. I was just trying to make you understand, so that's why it took me time. But you can do this mentally also. You can simply think of like multiply by 2 and then subtracting, and you'll get your answer within 10 to 15 seconds. So that's how you can improve speed. You have to think of many approaches to solve this single question. So next we'll move to a second question. So here, in an organization, 3/5 of the employees are males. Among the males, 2/3 link their savings bank account to their mobile numbers, while 60 female employees did not link their savings bank account to their mobile number. If 420 employees link their bank account to their mobile number, how many employees are there in the organization? Now you can see that there are actual figures given like 60 and 420. So there is a general approach which is applicable sometimes, like you can take total to 100 and approach the question accordingly, but here absolute values are given, so you cannot do like that. So what we have to find? We have to find the total number of employees. So let us take total number of employees is X. So now we are given that 3/5 of the employees are males. So 3 by 5 X are males. So the remaining will be females. So this is 2x by 5. First total has to be X. So if it's 3x by 5, this will be 2x by 5. And now we are given that 2/3 of their male they link their mobile number to the bank account. So 2/3 of 3/5 will be, so multiply by 2 by 3. 3 gets knocked off, so I get 2 by 5x. They linked their number. So the remaining x by 5 didn't link their number. And for females, we are told that 60 female employees did not link their number. So 60 did not link the number. So how many linked? 2x by 5 minus 60. And what's the final condition? We are told that 420 employees link their bank accounts to their mobile numbers. So how many link their mobile number? So it is 2x by 5 plus 2x by 5 minus 60, which is 420. Now 2x plus 2x is 4x. 4x by 5 is 60 goes here, so 420 by 60 is 480. So what you get? 4 gets knocked off, so it becomes 120. X is 600. So these are the total number of employees in the organization. So you need to find the number of employees, so you started with that variable. Okay, so you need to know that what you need to find and start from that. Take it as a variable and then solve it. Okay, I hope you got this. So now we move into the third question. So here, Shivani and Yamini have certain amounts of money with them. If Shivani gives 60 to Yamini, the amounts both of them will be equal. Instead, if Yamini gives 20 to Shivani, the amount with Shivani will become twice the amount left with Yamini. What is the amount with Shivani? So we have two variables now, like Shivani and Yamini. So let the money with Shivani to be X and with Y to be Y. Now, according to the first condition, if Shivani gives 60 to Yamini, what will happen? So suppose I've got 100 rupees and you have 40 rupees. If I give 60 to you, what will happen? So I'll be left with 40 only, and you will be left with 100. So what happened? 60 got reduced from my purse and you got 60 in your purse. So here, if Shivani gives 60, what will be left? X minus 60. And for Yamini, it will be Y plus 60. And what we are told, if Shivani gives 60 to Yamini, the amount with both of them will be equal. So this is the first condition. So from this I can get X minus Y equal to 120. So this is 120. Now the second equation is, if Yamini gives 20 to Shivani, if Yamini gives 20 to Shivani, what will happen? Yamini 20 is subtracted and Shivani 20 is added. Now what's the condition? Now what's given that the amount with Shivani would be twice the amount with Yamini. So x plus 20 is 2y minus 2 times y minus 20, so you get 2y minus 40 is x plus 20. So 2y minus x is 60. So I've got two equations. Now if I have to solve them, I can eliminate x first. So for eliminating x, I can just do 1 plus 2. So this becomes x minus y plus 2y minus x is equal to 120 plus 60 is 180. X gets knocked off. 2y minus y is y, which is 180. But we need to find x, which is the mortgage Shivani. So I can put it here. So if I put it here, x minus 180 is 120. So x will be 180 plus 120, that is 300. So this is the answer. So you had two variables here. So you took two variables as x and y, and you had two conditions. So using those two conditions, you formed two equations, and you simply solve them. I hope you got this. Let's move to the next one. So this is the next question. So Dhaval and Deepa are the children of Kunal. Dhaval has twice as many sisters as he has brothers, while his sister Deepa has the same number of sisters as she has brothers. So how many children does Kunal have? So this is Kunal. So these are suppose his children. So two of them are Dhaval and Deepa. Okay, now what's given? Dhaval has twice as many sisters as he has brothers. So suppose number of sisters to be, we'll take a conventional one. So number of sister, let us take as y, number of brothers as x. So according to the first condition, number of sisters is 2 times x. Number of sisters is twice as number of brothers. So number of brothers is x. So the number of sisters will be 2x. Now if I talk about Deepa, if Dhaval has x brothers, how many will Deepa have? So x brothers mean Dhaval and his x more brothers. So I can say, like, if I have two brothers, I have a sister, so she's you can say she to be second and I'm first. So if I have two brothers, she is my sister. So how many brothers will she have? These two plus me. So she will have 3 brothers. So Deepa will have how many brothers? X plus 1. And similarly, the number will still be y minus 1. And we are given that these two are equal. Y minus 1 y, because number of sisters are double. This includes Deepa. So for number of sisters, you have to subtract 1. So in that you get x minus y equal to minus 2, or we can write as y minus x equal to 2. So if I put y as 2x here, so x equal to 2 and y equal to 4. So what was x? X is 2, y is 4. So number of children with Kunal is 4, 2 and this 1. So 4 plus 2 plus 1, that is 7. Don't include Deepa here because this is a part of these 4 sisters. Okay, so number of children will be 7. So the main part was, like, could have got till here, but this you have to think a bit logically, though it's easy. So still you need to manage this. Like we got this. Let's move to the next one. So here comes numbers. So this is also a popular type of question. So we are given that sum of a 2-digit number and the number obtained by reversing its digits is 132. The fraction found by taking 3 less than the number as numerator and 6 more than the number formed by reversing the digits as denominator is 2 by 3. What is the number? So let the number be n. Then suppose that its reverse is r. So you can consider like width 23, then it is 32. Okay. So we are told according to the first condition that n plus r is 132. The sum of the two-digit number and the number obtained by reversing it gives 132. So this is the first condition, and the second condition is the fraction formed by taking 3 less than the number as numerator and 6 more than the reverse as denominator is 2 by 3. So this will result to 3n minus 9 equal to 2r plus 6. Okay, 3n minus 2r equal to 15. Okay, now to solve it, you can easily do like you can take you have two equations and it will now be easier to solve. We have done 3 to 4 questions now, so this should be easy. So I'll leave it to you. You have to solve this, and the answer to this question will be n is equal to 13 by 80. Okay, so you have to solve it yourself. The answer to this question will be n is 57. Okay, so you have to solve this yourself, and if you face any difficulty, post that in the comment section. So n is 57, you can solve it yourself. We'll now move on to the next one. So here comes, which is another popular category of questions from simple equations. So the question is, the sum of present ages of Madhav and Nidhi is 75 years. Madhav's age 9 years from now will be twice of Nidhi's age 12 years ago. What is the present age of Madhav? So again, you have two guys, so you'll need two variables. Let the present age of Madhav, this present age, be x and that of Nidhi be y. So we are given that sum of present ages is 75 and Madhav's age 9 years from now will be x plus 9. Suppose today my age is 26, so after 9 years it will be 35. Okay, so x plus 9, and that of Nidhi's 12 years ago is y minus 12. And what is the relation between them? Madhav's age will be twice of Nidhi's age. So this is 2y minus 12. So x plus 9 equal to 2y minus 24. So x minus 2y is minus 33, or 2y minus x is 33. So this is the second equation. 2y minus x is 33. Now to solve it, you can simply add them. So you get 3y, x gets knocked off, which is 108. So y is 36. If I put it in any one equation, suppose in this, so I'll get x as 75 minus 36, that is 39. Okay, so we had to find the present age of Madhav, that is x, so x is 39. So I'll end this session here. We have still 9 questions more. I'll do that in the next session. I don't want my video to be too long because it may get boring. So keep practicing these concepts. So till now we haven't done much, but you've got the basic idea of how to solve equations. So in the next session we'll continue. I hope you got this session. So you can join the Telegram group also if you have any doubt. The name is Prepocracy. So you can join that too, or you can post your doubts in the comment section. I hope you got this video. Again, thanks a lot.